As the second anniversary of Moscow's invasion approaches, on the occasion of the Japan-Ukraine Conference for Promotion of Economic Reconstruction, I'm in Tokyo to learn more about how the Asian country is supporting war-torn Ukraine. Japan is the perfect example of how to rise like a phoenix from the ashes. Despite being left with almost nothing after World War II, the Asian country recovered at an incredible speed, creating the Japanese economic miracle. This resilience and know-how has since helped Japan recover quickly after major natural disasters. $7.6 billion in humanitarian, financial, recovery and reconstruction assistance has already been given to Ukraine, and another $4.5 billion recently pledged. Now the country is using its expertise and past experience to help rebuild Ukraine.
One thing that our experience shows is that the resilience is much more than a material issue. It's not just a matter of fixing physical infrastructure. It's about harnessing the full capabilities of a society, its know-how, its social and cultural systems, and its people. Any successful recovery effort has to put people and society first.
Japanese assistance is involved in various areas. One of those is the removal of debris. The Japan International Cooperation Agency coordinates the national government's official assistance to other countries. They have facilitated a visit for Ukrainian officials to Japan to gain insights into waste management. When the Tohoku earthquake and tsunami occurred, the government quickly established a national master plan. In just 3 years, they completed almost all debris management, with over 80% of waste recycled and only 26% of non-combustible waste disposed. This expertise can help with the rapid and proper disposal of the large amount of debris generated by Russia's military aggression in Ukraine. Here, at the composite material plant in Kashiva, the Ukrainian delegates can observe the intermediate treatment process for industrial waste and learn about Japan's disaster waste management and construction recycling systems.
In Ukraine, there are huge amount of debris generated by the war. So we are thinking that our experience in quickly treatment of debris and the very high recycling rate could be a model for Ukraine to manage destruction waste.
The big challenge for Kyiv is to dismantle destruction waste while the destruction is still ongoing.
Організувати поводження з відходами від руйнувань можливо тільки на територіях, які вже є безпечними для людей. Спочатку проводиться розмінування територій, первинне очищення, і тільки після цього можна організувати управління з відходами.
Several Japanese companies are investing in Ukraine's agriculture, energy, green metallurgy and construction industries to support the country's economic reconstruction. IHI, a major Japanese manufacturer of heavy machinery, is planning to build a large-scale suspension bridge on the Danube, linking southwest Ukraine with Romania. It will look like the Braila Bridge, located 200 kilometers from Bucharest and completed by IHI last year.
The purpose is to increasing connectivity between the Ukraine and the EU. Now, Poland is currently main EU route. Considering the future increasing the trade value, it may be better to have alternative road.
The bridge's construction, which is going to take about 6 years, will start when the war ends. Japan's support is also humanitarian. An estimated 20,000 Ukrainians have had amputations since the beginning of the war, due to the constant shelling and mines. In Japan, startups such as Instalim are sharing their expertise to provide assistance. Physical and psychological rehabilitation of war-affected people is a priority. The need for prosthetic devices in Ukraine is high. Instalim uses AI and 3D printing technology to create low-cost prosthetics.
義足というのは患者さんの体一人一人に合わせて医学的に最適な形状を作らないといけないので、それぞれ違った設計になります。でこれをですね自動化させようとすると AI が必要になる。3D プリンターという新しい製造機械を使うとそれぞれ違った形を一つ一つ出力できる、機械で出力できるので非常に義足を安くできることができるというので非常に重要なテクノロジーです。
Instalim plans to train Ukrainians to make prosthetics to shorten production time and increase efficiency. Many Ukrainians have had no choice but to leave their country. Some of them have emigrated to Japan, where they have the chance to rebuild their lives. According to the Immigration Services Agency, there are over 2,500 people displaced from Ukraine now living in Japan. The Japanese government, with the help of non-profit organizations, has granted them a residency status, allowing them to study and work. Irina comes from Bucha. She fled Ukraine with her son at the beginning of the war. After a month spent in a refugee camp in Germany, she chose to move to Japan. It was not easy at the beginning, but now things are going much better.
Дуже добре, я дуже вдячна про те, що була ця мовна школа, яка дала мені цей початок. Тобто я не кажу, що я зараз володію мовою, ні. Потім стало легше набагато, дізнаючись мову. Мабуть, ми вже розслабились, поки ми почали звикати до культури.
It's been almost 2 years since she arrived. She has a part-time job as a teacher at the Sunday school for Ukrainian children in Tokyo. The school was opened by the Krayani Association, supported by the Nippon Foundation, an NPO which helps Ukrainian evacuees with travel costs, living expenses and scholarships. Thanks to this NPO, Ukrainians attend Japanese language schools, acquiring the skills required to find employment because a large number of them are planning to stay.
2023年の8月に同じく避難民の帰国定住希望をアンケートで聞いたところで、その結果としては 74% の方が日本に長く住みたいといった結果を受けておりまして、その数は去年と比べても増え続けているといったところが我々の分析結果になります。
For people who have fled a conflict, it's crucial to integrate in a new society. That's why events such as this one are frequently organized. Sharing their culture and traditions with the locals, Ukrainians can move on and feel hopeful about a better future, while their country's recovery is supported by international partners.